Alright, if I can have your attention, please. I need you to get out the student journal work, and we need to go over that because I need you to know what the correct answer is, as well as what how I expect you to show your work. Okay. So, for the student journal, pretty much, as long as you did all three problems, you got the full credit. However, like on today's graded assignment, if you don't show work, you will not get the full credit. Alright, so number one was a 180-degree rotation. So the rule you should have used is opposite of A, opposite of B. That just means change the sign of both. Okay? So since J was -2, 4, J prime would be 2, -4. And 2, -4 is to the right 2 and down 4. K was -5, 1, so K prime would be 5, -1. So that's to the right 5 and down 1. L was -2, -2, so L prime would be 2, 2. So that's to the right 2, up 2. And M was 1, 1, so M prime would be -1, -1, which is to the left 1, down 1. Number 2 is a 90-degree rotation, so it's opposite of B, comma A, so that means you change the sign of Y and flip it. Okay, so R, which is -4, is 0. You can't change the sign, so when you flip it, it's 0, -4. 0 stays the same. S was -1, 5, so change the 5 to a -5, and then S prime is -5, -1. T is -5, 1, so we make that a -1 and flip it, -1, -5. 0, -4 is down on the y-axis for R prime. S prime is to the left 5, down 1. T prime is to the left 1, down 5. Okay. 3 is a 270-degree rotation. It's B, comma, opposite of A, which means change the X, then flip it. So 1, 4 would become 4, -1, so to the right 4, down 1. 4, 3 would become 3, -4, so to the right 3, down 4. 3, 1 would become 1, -3, so to the right 1, down 3. And 1, 2 would become 2, -1, so to the right 2, down 1. Okay. Also, the rotations tell you how many quadrants it rotates. 180 would be, like each quadrant's 90 degrees. So 180 is 2 quadrants. So like J was here, 90 degrees would be here, 180 is right here. So notice they changed 2 quadrants. 90 is just 1 quadrant. So it was over here in quadrant 2, now it's in quadrant 3. 270 is 3. So started here, 90, 180, 270. So each quadrant's 90 degrees. All right, what questions do you have for me on your student journal work? What questions do you have for me on rotations just in general? Keep your student journal work out. You're also going to want to get out your page 22 notes, 5.3 rotations. Alright, if I can have your attention, please. It says graph the polygon and its image after a 270-degree rotation about the origin. So you, on a separate piece of graph paper, have to graph this original image plus the new image after the 270-degree rotation. So you do not do any graphing on here. Now, how you show your work on these, you would write the original ordered pairs and then your new ones. Writing your ordered pairs down, you can either do it on paper or on graph paper, but you have to graph both on graph paper. Okay, and there's 6 problems, so you should have 6 graphs where there's 2 on each, the pre-image and the image. Be careful with number 2 because it counts by 2s, but if you want your graph to count by 1s, then do it. Also be careful because point U is right there at the origin. This is actually a quadrilateral, not a triangle. I know it looks like a triangle, but it's a quadrilateral. And then it says in 3 and 4 graph that should say triangle RST and its image after the rotation. So a 90-degree rotation and then a 180. And then 5 and 6 graph triangle CDE and its image. It should say after the rotation. I forgot to change composition to rotation because these were compositions. It was like do this reflection and a rotation. Do this translation and a rotation. But we're not doing compositions. We're just doing simple rotations. Okay, so 6 problems, 2 graphs on each one, or if you graph them separately, that's okay. And it's due at the end of class, and it's individual, which means it's on your own. And you turn it in when you're finished. What questions do you have for me? All right, I will pass these out. That way